I was born on April 19th, 1946, on Kwajalein. Kwajalein Island, that is. School for me was climbing coconut trees, learning how to fish, and other aspects of traditional island life. I wasn't really interested in school because I was more into fishing and sailing. Today, I think most of the children on Ebi don't know about Marshallese traditions. Because there are almost no coconut trees, they're unskilled in tree climbing or coconut husking in preparation. Marshallese kids no longer know how to catch fish, and they just simply lack almost all other traditional Marshallese survival skills.
You want me to show you some other product that we imported from stateside or Singapore or Thailand or Japan? Well, these are some of the things that we imported.
Is this pretty popular stuff?
Yeah, it sure does popular also.
Do you think Spam and corned beef are as popular as fish?
Well, they are almost like, you know, the way people can cook it, they cook it more than 3-4 times different ways to cook it, so it's a kind of fast cooking item.
Yeah, kami biara min white juga, cuma mau ngalim, cilik, cilik cuma ngalim, puluk, cilik cilik orang je, frosted flake, rolemon, corn beef, cuma lemon orang je.
The church is very important to us, and we all come together to worship. We come every Sunday to worship and receive communion and share happy moments together. Many of our community projects have been able to come about because of the values we hold via the church.
All these things the Americans are doing here, the testing of bombs and missiles, tell me that I have an enemy. But I know that I shouldn't, and I don't have any enemies. The Americans were among the first to bring the Word of God and how to love one another. It's funny because today they are telling me that I should have enemies, something totally different from what they first taught me. Something to think about, and something I am amazed of. The missionaries first landed in the Marshall Islands in the 1800s, and they brought the Word of God. They first landed at Atoll. Upon landing, the natives there thought about killing them. But one of the kings on Avon wanted to spare them. He welcomed them ashore because he wanted to find out what they were up to. From that time on, the word of God started to spread. From Avon, the missionaries traveled northward to the other atolls, until finally, the Marshallese were converted from their old ways. Perhaps in the beginning, the islanders had their own religion and something they used to worship. The sun and the winds, things like that. But the natives welcomed the missionaries, and it wasn't long until the word of God had spread all over the Marshall Islands.
This is the projection room of my movie theater, which I first opened in 1967. This theater was in operation for many years, and we showed different kinds of films, especially karate films and cowboy films. The favorite actors that we usually sought were John Wayne and Elvis and that type.
John Wayne, Elvis,
but that John Wayne guy is my favorite. He's always good in anything he appears in. Cowboy films, war films, anything. He's the best. It was always fun watching him do the fast draw with those cowboy guns. And he was always great in all his acting. We're sorry that this theater cannot exist because of the competition from television and videos. But what can we do?